Welcome. Welcome, goddesses. Welcome, beautiful beings. This is the first day of the first week of the Divine Feminine Project. And I don't have a set end date for this project. I thought I kind of wanted to see as I go along how it's going. So if you're not familiar with what this project is, this is inspired by spiritual catalyst Teal Scott's video on awakening the divine feminine, and she also has one on awakening the divine masculine as well. So if you're a male and you'd like to connect more with your divine masculine essence, then watch that one. I would also like to say, go click on the link that I have below for my blog where you can get information on what this project is and why I'm doing it. And then I'm really interested in doing a Facebook group as well with people. So if you're watching this and you'd like to be involved in a closed Facebook group where people cannot see, nobody outside of the group can see what you're posting, it would just be like this sacred circle for all of us who are doing this project, then please contact me or add me on Facebook and send me a message. I will link that as well. I think that would be fantastic just to get some support going and some community. So, this project, although it is inspired by Teal Scott, it is not limited within that scope. So if you're watching this and you're just feeling called to embrace your divine feminine, but maybe you don't resonate with Teal's video, or you just want to do something separate, absolutely welcome. I'm simply going to be sharing what I'm going to be doing at the beginning of each week and then share how that's going as I do it. So this is completely self-guided for anybody who wants to join in, and we're all on different places in our paths. And so what I really need to work on may be completely different from what you need to work on. So I am really feeling inspired to have this week be a week to help myself feel safe. So Teal Scott is really big on inspired action. And inspired action is like if you feel, let's say you're going to make a purchase at the store and you feel horrible about it. Maybe you're going to buy a donut and you've told yourself you weren't going to buy that donut, and it makes you feel bad about yourself. And the whole time you're doing it, it feels bad, and then while you're eating it, it feels bad, but you feel compelled to do it. Well, inspired action is she basically says, don't do anything until it's inspired, until it feels good. So this first week, I want to get myself into the space of feeling good relative to the divine feminine. I've had a lot of resistance to the divine feminine in the past. So a lot of this week for me is going to be less action-oriented and very reflective. So the foundations of this week are I'm going to do setting intention for what I would like, inviting the goddess and the divine feminine into my daily ritual. So in the morning, if you have some kind of morning ritual you like to do, I'm going to be just doing a 5-minute routine of inviting the goddess in and inviting her inspiration in for the day. And in the beginning of the day, I like to ask, Spirit, how may I best serve you today? How may I best serve Source? And I'm going to add in the divine feminine to that. How may I best serve divine goddess energy? And in addition to all of this, I'm also going to be doing Teal Scott's first suggestion, which is very reflection-based. So it is this, and I'm going to link her video as well. And I will even put at what point in the video, how many minutes in she starts talking about this. So what we can do is ask, is there any part of the traditional gender role that we actually enjoy? And she gives a few examples like high heels, makeup, having a man be a provider. These are all tweakable, obviously. These aren't going to apply to everybody. But I do think that making this list of the things that are considered the traditional gender roles is important because these are things that we're bombarded with as women from the moment that we're born, basically, and people start buying us pink gifts and, speculating on what our profession is going to be. And if we like doing our hair, maybe we'll be a hairdresser, maybe we'll be a ballerina if we like dancing. And getting clear on this, I think, is really important. And then you ask the question, do we do them because we love them or because we feel we must to be accepted? Huge. Then, does the answer we receive come from a good emotional space or a negative emotional space? Now, this one is going to take plenty of self-reflection. I feel like a week is a good amount of time to spend working through this list. And as you do this, you might need to do some shadow work. So I will link the shadow work video as well. Or at the very least, if you don't feel, like let's say you've been shaving your legs and every time you do it, you hate it. And you've been coming at this place from a total place of resistance and just doing it because you think that you need to do it in order to be accepted. You play with that this week. You explore it. It doesn't even mean that you force yourself to stop shaving your legs as soon as you realize that you have some resistance to it. It's kind of just more of a mindfulness meditation thing that you bring and infuse into your day, and you start noticing how you feel about it. So that's the main thing I'm going to be working on. So looking over the traditional gender role, inviting the goddess to move in my everyday life, and then the one thing that I've been inspired to do lately, which was when I get up in the morning, after I do my whole morning routine, I actually take time to get dressed and wash my face and whatever I'm doing, because for a long time I was in a place of resistance to physical appearance and expectations on females for their physical appearance, so I didn't want to do my hair, I didn't want to put on makeup, whatever, anything like that. I didn't even want to deliberately, consciously pick out an outfit that expressed myself. I was wearing whatever, it didn't have to even fit me very well. So I'm feeling very called to do that. So share what you're interested in doing this week and create a sacred space and a place where you feel safe. Nurture and nourish yourself. If your whole week is just you asking yourself, how can I help myself to feel safe and supported? That is enough. Absolutely, there's no wrong way to do this. So I invite you into this circle, this sacred circle of divine feminine. I invite you to join this Facebook group and get in contact with me. So thank you for watching. Have a beautiful, blessed, divinely blessed day. Namaste to you, my sisters.